Okay, here's something. Think of this like an in-class activity. I'm going to create a little figured bass that includes the kinds of chords we've been doing. So let's do this. Okay, let's go this far. I'm going to make this a 7. This one will be 4 with the sharp, 4-2. This one is going to be 6. This one will be flat 7. No. Sorry, let's make this a 6-5. And this will be just a plain. Okay. So if you want to pause the video a minute and figure out what these chords are, or give it a shot, and then start it back up when you're ready, and we'll work through what these are together. Okay? All right. So we're back, right? When you have a bass note with nothing under it, you know it's a triad, and it's in root position. So this is the 1 chord. Now here we've got a G sharp. I'm going to sketch this down here. We have a G sharp. I'm going to drop it down an octave just to avoid ledger lines. And we have a 7 under it. I'm so sorry. This should be a flat 7 on this. My mistake. Okay. So we've got the G sharp with a flat 7. 7 means 7, 5, 3. Okay, so this means that there's a 3, there's a 5, and there's a 7, and that the 7 is lowered a half step. It doesn't mean you stick a flat in front of it. It means you lower it a half step. In this case, the 7 in the key is an F sharp, and it becomes an F natural. If you analyze that chord, stop the video and figure out what that chord is. Okay. Okay, now we're back. This is G sharp, B, D. That is a diminished triad. G sharp to F is a diminished 7th. So this is a G sharp, fully diminished 7 chord. That means that this is 7, fully diminished 7 of something. Okay. G sharp is a leading tone to A. A in the key of G is 2. So this is 7 diminished 7 of 2 going to 2. Okay? Let's look at the next chord. G natural with the 4-2 with a plus on the 4. Okay, so we have the G here with the 4-2. Now, why is there a natural on the G? Only because we're canceling out the chromatic alteration here. This tells you that this note is the 7th of the chord, which means this is what we have. Okay? This could also tell you 4-2 equals 6-4-2, and we have a 6th, a 4th, and a 2nd. Now the plus on the 4 tells you the 4th above the bass is raised a half step. So here's the root, here's the 2nd, here's the 4th. To raise that a half step, it has to be a C sharp. That changes this chord now. This is a 5, it's an A7 chord. A7, A, C sharp, E, and then with a minor 7th. So it's a 5-7, actually a 4-2, A is 5 in the key of D. D in the key of G is 5. So this is 5, 4, 2 of 5. And remember how 4, 2 goes to 5, 6. It goes to a first inversion chord. And now this is going to be 5, 6, 5 to 1. Okay? I'm going to start this right here just to give us a little space to work. G, D, G, B. If you want to voice your first chord the same way, we should end up with pretty much the same part writing then. Okay? So I'd recommend you do that. Stop the video, do the part writing. If you want to check along the way, come back. I'm just going to work through it sequentially. Start and stop and rewind as much as you need. Okay, so we figured out that this chord is G sharp, B, D, F natural. So we have lots of common tones. G sharp, B, D, F natural. This is now a fully diminished 7th chord, so the root goes up a half step. 7th goes down. This is going to come here, and this is going to come here. We have a properly doubled 2 chord, A, C, E. This chord now becomes A, C sharp, E, G. Okay? See this C becomes our C sharp, and we have common tones. This is now A, C sharp, E, G. I'm going to mark common tones just so we can see them. This now, A, C sharp, E, G, we have to resolve to 5. Okay? The C sharp should go up to D. That's like a leading tone. That's the 3rd of the secondary dominant. The 7th goes down. Maintain the common tone. And let's take this to D to give us a good doubling in this chord. Now when we go from 5-6 to 5-6-5, that just means we add a C into this chord. Okay, so either the alto or the tenor will add a C. Since they're on the same note, it needs to be in the tenor, because if the alto went to C, the altos would be below the tenor. And generally, you don't want voices to cross. So the C will come here. I know we have a bar line here, which cancels out this C sharp. I'm going to include a courtesy accidental just to make sure no one messes up. And we can maintain our common tone. And this now resolves beautifully to root position G. Okay? So that is our part writing work for the day. We have the Mozart analysis that we've added in. I'd like you to work through this. You don't need to turn it in or anything, but this will be good practice for you. And this and the Mozart videos provide the content that we were doing for our class today in an asynchronous manner. All right, so thanks everybody, and good